I know that if I can bring joy or peace to a situation, everything else follows from there. And that's how the horse gives us that little edge.
No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive.
Alright guys, in today's video we take you to an equestrian therapy center called Rise Rehab. When I first found out about equestrian therapy, when I first found out about it, I had to look up what equestrian meant. After I found out the definition, I had to learn more about the therapy and share it with y'all.
Karen, the founder of Rise Rehab, is a very knowledgeable physical therapist. She provides so many types of therapies with horses, and I hope that we were able to encompass everything that Rise Rehab has to offer.
And they're super friendly. So, let's get ready for some positive impact.
Ask you a question while you're grooming. What's your favorite thing about coming?
Riding the horses.
Riding the horses. How about grooming? You like that part or just riding?
I like that part, but I pretty much just like riding.
I like to ride the horse.
My name is Karen Ferguson, and the name of our organization is Rise Therapeutic Equestrian Center, home of Rise Rehab. And you know, I love to say that we chose Rise because R-I-S-E stands for Reaching Inside Souls Using Equines, which is what our goal is. If we're not doing that, then we're not doing anything, right?
Brooklyn and Maisie both steered their horse through 3 cones and their hands in the right place all by themselves.
I'm so proud of you.
It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars.
My background is in adult rehab. I graduated many years ago, and then I started a family, and I actually have 2 kids with special needs, which pulled me into a whole nother arena than I thought I would be pulled into. And my kids are largely grown now, most of them, but my experience as being on the other side as the receiver of services has propelled me to do this, and we have a very different take.
1, come this way a little. 2,
Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down.
10! Yay! She can do it all by herself, Debbie! That's awesome.
We provide 2 different services. One is adaptive riding, otherwise known as therapeutic riding, and that is horsemanship for anyone that has any kind of special need. And our other service is therapy. And of course, I am the physical therapist that sees most of the clients, but I have OTs and speech therapists that either consult and carry a few patients, or they volunteer with me. And I resource the therapy community and to make sure we're safe and to make sure it's effective. And depending what the client's need is, people usually step up and are very willing to offer services. Even my husband's a prosthetist, so we have a special kind of interest in amputees, and I've had a prosthetist actually help us make a customized little pad for an amputee that needed it. So people, the community is why we get the results we get. People are very generous.
1, 2, up. Tell Jewel to walk on.
Walk on, Jewel. Okay.
Lay my troubles to rest. City lights looking fine.
Tell me if I did it right. Did I do it right? No. No, okay, I'll try again. How about now? Okay. And that one? I did it! Can I get a high five?
And I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now.
When someone contacts Rise, through my website usually or word of mouth, I set up a time to do an assessment. And that is just me meeting them. I want to know who they are and what their needs are, and I want them to meet us. And sometimes it's a perfect fit, and maybe sometimes it's not. But I bring someone here for an assessment, so I'm looking at physical, cognitive.
And
Good job.
Sensory.
What do you smell?
Endurance, safety, but I'm also watching how they walk on unlevel surfaces, and I'm watching how they do away from parents, and I'm watching how they do around a horse. We don't get on a horse, but we get around a horse, and I have to make sure we're safe. So if those all look positive, then we need if it's therapy, we need a prescription from the physician, and then we make sure we have all of our paperwork filled out, and then we schedule lessons. I have equine trained volunteers that have more experience than I will ever have in my whole life. So we rely heavily on people with the horse background. We will go look for a horse, and we're looking for a temperament, and they need to come to us trained. We don't take an untrained young horse. Our horses already have some level of training. They have to have a sound gait at the walk and trot.
And trot. Walk. Trot.
big head.
Walk. Trot. Walk. And walk on.
Because if I have a horse with asymmetry, that's going to reproduce that asymmetry in my clients. And the horses have to be desensitized to all of our sensory equipment, everything on our sensory trail. And I have a whole team of people that come out during the week and just walk our horses regularly through our sensory equipment. As you saw, our noodles that hang down, all of our music, our shakers. And I know exactly which horse can handle what, but I also have an equine person that knows as well. So it's a double check on both of us. And I will constantly say, is this okay with this horse? Yes. I have different volunteers at different level of training for different horses, because different horses have different level of temperaments. I have a whole other team that comes and schools our horses on off lessons days so they can remain sound and symmetrical to be able to handle our unbalanced kids. When I do the assessment, once I figure out what a child needs, I have to make sure that horse is available. And we track all horse usage, and they can only be used so many times a day. And my equine manager, Andy, keeps records on all the horses to make sure that they're doing well. And we take horses between the ages of 10 and 18 because we want them to be with us a long time. The volunteers start at age 14, and that is mandated by our insurance company. And so there is an application on our website, and they apply, and there's 4 pieces of paperwork. They come directly to me. And then I contact them on the phone, and I invite them to come to a volunteer training. Our initial volunteer training is 3 hours, and I give them a whole understanding of what we do and why and how. I think the most important and one of the most challenging jobs I have is getting to know my volunteers, understanding the gift that's inside of them that they can give, and then putting them in the right job.
Right.
And once I do that, our results, it just flows down. And some of my volunteers come because they really love horses and want to work with horses. Another part of my volunteers come because they really want to work with individuals with special needs. They might want to apply to PT, OT, or speech therapy school, and I can help them get their volunteer hours.
My name is Leah Norton. I've started volunteering here about over a year ago. I really enjoy volunteering here. I live in the city, so it's nice to get a country attitude and get some hard work done and work with the kids and work with the horses, and to see some progress from the kids is just really, really inspiring and humbling. So that's why I enjoy spending my Saturdays here at Rise.
We are a formal 501c3, so we are a nonprofit organization, and we have a very large wish list. anything from tack, even horses, like I mentioned. Now, other than equestrian equipment, donations including helmets, they need to be new or almost new, but also riding shoes. Our adaptive riding program, we like our, the shoes you wear affect your posture. We have to have a heel. And a lot of our clients borrow boots of all sizes, helmets of all sizes. Also things like horse treats. If you can think of what you would want to experience, if I can find something that would make someone's life better, I want to provide it. And so we are heavily dependent on donations. We have 2 fundraisers a year, and we have a fundraiser this July 6th at the Tejas Rodeo. So we get 50% of the proceeds for that, and we have our annual barn dance in October that will be on our website and on our Facebook page. Our website is riserehab.org. From that website is all of our information, and my phone number is on there. I am really the person to contact if you have questions. If you're a potential client or a potential volunteer, it really helps to have a conversation with me and come out and meet us. And it all starts with an email from our website, and it comes directly to me.
I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes, nothing can break me.
This trip was amazing. I think I've had the most fun I have had in all of these positive impact videos.
Oh, you even got into the mix of it. That was cool.
I did, and I haven't been doing speech for over a year, and it made my heart really happy just being in that area. While the kids were having fun and still doing physical therapy. It's like they didn't even realize they were doing it. They were so welcoming. I couldn't believe how the volunteers just kind of like learned all our names really quickly, or well, there's not too many names to remember, just Jenn and George, but still they remembered our names, and they wanted us to be in the mix with things and just show us everything that Rise Rehab has to offer.
I had a great time. I learned a lot, which I hope you guys learned a lot. And if you liked the video, remember, please hit the like button. It will help us out by reaching a lot of people and anybody that needs to learn about these kinds of therapy or any of the information we give out in these videos.
And just a reminder, on July the 6th, 2019, Tejas Rodeo is going to be having their rodeo that they always have, except this time around some of the proceeds are going to benefit Rise Rehab.
And if you're watching this in the future, or you're some kind of time traveler and you missed the Tejas Rodeo event this year, don't worry, look in their website. They post their information of when they're having the event again, or any other events that's going to help them out.
So we hope you liked this video, and if you have any other places that you think are providing positive impacts, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button.
And remember, the best way to make a positive impact is to dare to be you, dare to be weird. Bye. Bye.
I'll tell you, the real heroes here are my families and my volunteers. They are the ones I give all the credit to. They learn, they give their time weekly to come do this.